Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Prog Hat channel, the channel that also enjoys CDRs. Yeah, that's correct. I like that format too. I still make CDRs of albums that I have on iTunes. Right now I'm trying to get them all on a CDR before iTunes simply stops working. It's kind of change. I don't even know if they even update it or keep it going. I've been able for the last few years not able to buy anything from the iTunes music store, and I used to see the little music cards or like a Target or Walmart, and don't see those anymore. So that kind of tells me I'm not sure. I might be behind the times, but I got quite a bit of music on there, and I'm trying to save it and have a physical copy, and spending part of my day during my lunch break. I made me a Prague Hat mix number one, and this on here contains some almond 2, can, camel, a Bill Evans track, Wayne Shorter. I do remember the name of this track, Water Babies, from his album Supernova, which I hope to one day score a copy of that on vinyl. And that's all I kind of vaguely remember. I just remember saying, hey, I'm going to make a mix of these songs that I only have, where I only bought one of them at one time. So really enjoyed the way this came out. And so let's get into the video. I'm about to share my latest cassettes, CDs, and some records at the end. Um, so let's go ahead and begin with the cassettes, which I found at various places. I believe I found these three at one place for 50 cents, is what they told me. So, John Mayall, a sense of place. Um, this is 3 to the Power of 3, which is a really good album. And Joe Wash asked the question, got any gum? So happy to find those. Those were cheap. Now I'm going to get into my CD finds here. I want to start off with this one and give a shout out to Jeff over at Calico Silver channel. He showed this CD and a video where he gave a really good overview and perspective of the band Alice Cooper. So he probably won't watch this video. You know how some of those elites are. There's just too many channels. Now I'm only kidding. But anyway, this is Alice Cooper live at the Whiskey Go Go. It says 1969, but Jeff shared that this really came out in '68, and that these songs were already in development. And when they went into the studio to record their album "Pretties for You," if I remember right, a lot of these songs were on that album. So this came in the mail today, and I'm glad to have it. And I can't wait to listen to that. Okay, now some of my other CD finds. Um, this was a couple of bucks. I believe I picked it up at a Goodwill. I couldn't believe it. Both discs were in it. It's clean. Um, Let me know, Sam, if you're familiar with this one. Van Morrison, Hymns to the Silence, double CD. Came out in 1991. I have to really honestly check it out again. I don't remember what I heard from this album, but it's in really nice shape and a nice price for it too. And here is the nice booklet inside of it. So, alrighty. Next was, and I like the way these digitally remastered Moody Blues sound. So I found the Scuff Moody Blues to Our Children's Children's Children on CD. Sorry about the glare on there. I really like this album on a lot. Eyes of a Child is such a great song. Gypsy, Eternity Road, and I like the way the album ends with this Justin Haywood and Ray Thomas collaboration, Watching and Waiting. And a real short piece of I Never Thought I'd Live to Be a Million, which is really a song that makes you, when you hear it, the music and the way it's the vocal presentation on it, you kind of go, seriously, it's a really good song. Okay, the next one I found was the Moody Blues. Every good boy deserves favor. Another favorite of mine. I was in a band once where we did a version of "The Story in Your Eyes," and let me tell you, that little guitar riff was not easy to do. So I don't didn't in that band. I don't like the way we did that song. It was not done very well. Let's put it that way. Okay, finally got a copy of this one for a couple of bucks. Saviors. We have one of those here in Texas. We used to have a couple of them, but now there's down to one. Billy Joe Stormfront, an album that I did not realize had a lot of songs that were played on the radio. Um, I Go to Extremes, Shameless, um, and So It Goes. I thought this was the album, but it's not. Oh, yeah, here it is. We Didn't Start the Fire, the second song. So happy to pick that up for $1.99 plus tax. Good find. This next one was a 50-cent CD I found. I don't even remember now. But Brian Adams Unplugged, good old pop rock and roll. He's a really good songwriter. I did not know that he collaborated with one of the guys, and I forget his name, from the band Prism. So wrote some songs with him. I've seen him twice, Brian Adams. Once unplugged, and then once with the full band, which would have been the Into the Fire tour with the opening band, excuse me, the Hooters. And I thought that was a really good show. Okay, some records here. I got a few. This one on sale, and I don't remember how much. I just know that it was at least under 20 bucks, and it was one of those Blue Note vinyl classic series. Really glad to pick this record up. This is really good jazz music. Sort of the bebop style. Here's the back cover. But yeah, there's a lot of great tracks on this one. Number four, Eclipse, You, Trance Dance. Um, it's got a nice little write up on the back from Leonard Feather, who was an author of the Encyclopedia of Jazz in the 60s. Although the release of a new album by an established artist is often eagerly awaited event, there are few opportunities in music more gratifying than the chance to welcome a brand new unit making its debut records. Really good record. Love the way this record sounds too. All right, couple of records. These are from an auction. Patrick um, sent me, and let's see here. And I was really glad to win. Well, I won one of them, but the other one he put in for free. And I want to say, Patrick, if you ever watch this video, thank you so much for your kindness. Blackfoot Martyr. This is a really good record. The first five Blackfoot albums are killer hard rock albums. I know they changed later on some of their music direction. But these earlier records, it's really a nice clean copy on the Atco label. Such a good record. Still, once in a while, you'll hear some Blackfoot around here, around these parts, if I should say it that way. And then he threw in a really nice freebie here, McCartney, and I know we know this album. One of my favorite McCartney albums. I am a big McCartney fan, and McCartney is one of my favorite singers of all time. He's my favorite Beatle. And so there's that. It's, of course, the gatefold, the nice green apple. I know we know this, but I got to show it. Yeah, really a good album. I like this album. It's one of these albums of McCartney that I really do like. That once I play it, I play it at least 3 or 4 more times before I stop. It's just really good. I like everything on it from beginning to end. So happy to have the album, the McCartney, the Cherries album. There's a picture of McCartney again, one of his kiddos. All right, folks, drop me a comment if you like anything that I've shown here, or you want to recommend. Hey, want to recommend me some other Van Morrison albums to check out? I've only got a few things in my collection. I know Mrs. Proghead has the very best of Van Morrison, and we listen to that one quite a bit. So thanks for so much for stopping by. Please hit the like button if you don't mind, and if you want to subscribe, it's free. Hit the subscribe button. But we'll see you again on my next video. Take care.